Hi, this is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to be making these super adorable gift tags. They're going to be round because I wanted to play with a different type of shape, so let's get started. So I had been thinking about using up more of the things that I have in my stash, and more than likely it's something that you have as well. So I decided that I would take some of the ends of the ribbon spool and use those as my gift tag. Now you can do this with cereal boxes as well, so if you don't have these, you can use whatever you have in your stash, and that's the wonderful thing about it. I'm also going to use this book page and I'm going to cover my tags, or my ribbon spool rounder thingies, whatever you want to call them. So all I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to try to do the larger one right now. And what I do to cover these is I take my crafter's tape and I'm just going to kind of drag it along here. I'm not going to worry about this hole in the middle. And let's see. That one is running out, so just grab another one. And I always have these in my stash. I love using these. Okay, so you want to just make sure that, especially along the sides, the edges, that you have it covered really well. Yes, I'm just kind of looking at that. And I'm sorry if there's a little bit of a glare here. It's nighttime and I've got my light on here, so hopefully you don't have too much of a glare. Okay, so I'm just kind of pressing that in there, and I'm going to cut around it. And so look how it just gives it a different type of look. And I'm going to do both sides because I want these to be like, the person that's getting them, they can keep them as like souvenirs. And so I'm going to do both sides of this. And I want to get as many words on the page. So you notice I didn't really cut up on this top part here. I just kind of cut more into the words since I want lots of words on here. And you can do these with magazines as well. So I think magazines would be fun too, and a nice way to use up your stash and turn trash into treasure. I think some of the funnest crafts are the ones that we do using the stuff that we already have. And you've heard me say this before, but I just get such a kick out of creating something out of nothing. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and then I'm going to do the smaller one here, just so that you can see two different sizes. Okay, so these are covered on both sides, and I love the way that looks. So once you have that done, I'm going to take some of my vintage photo distress ink, and I'm just going to distress the sides. And this is not anything fancy that I'm doing. I'm just taking like one of my sponges. I had cut up some sponges that I had, and then I just kind of dip it in the ink there, and then I just go around this. And I do this on some of my cards sometimes. So I just distress right around the edges there. Just that lightly, just gently, basically, to do this. And then I like that effect of having that distressed look. I think it looks so cute. I don't know if you can really see that, but it really looks good just to distress it. And you can use this on anything, even your if you use scrapbook paper or anything. Just distressing it adds a whole nother look to it. And I don't know if you can see that very well, but it just does something to it. And I really like the way that looks. So the nice thing is you can do whatever you want on these. And I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole in this because this is a gift tag. So I just want the words to be straight across on these. And that distressed look looks really good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Sharpie marker and I want a border for these. I want to have a border around it. And so to create your own border, I'm just going to kind of go around it like this. Just think a border would be even more for this. Just add more to it. And this is kind of like a mindless crafting type thing. You could just kind of do it. It's very relaxing. You don't have to think about it too much and just use the stuff that you already have. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just coming in a little bit more, creating a thicker border, just because I think it would look nice. And because this is so light, I want to have like a stitching around it, and I'll show you why in a moment. Okay, so I'm just making it thicker and thicker as I go around here. And I'm not going for perfection. And once I say to myself I'm not going for perfection, that takes a lot of the stress off of you, of feeling like everything has to be perfectly lined up, and it doesn't. Oops, okay. And you see how I have that thicker border around there? I'm loving it. All right, so if it doesn't have a border, go ahead and create one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. Okay, so now I created my own border, and so I can put my string on here for my tags. And I'm not done with that border yet, but I'll come back to it. So I'm just kind of using some of this, this is some Dollar Tree jute twine. So if you ever see this, this is a great thing to have in your stash for crafting. Okay. Yep, so I'm just using this jute twine, and I'm just gonna kind of pull it through like that. Real simple and easy. And then I can just tie it onto my gift. So you can cut out your own circles and cover them with whatever you want. Okay, so we got that on there, and I am going to take my gel pen, and yes, I'm going to do some stitching on here. So I'm going to now create a stitching right around the border here. And this is my favorite gel pen. It's the Uniball Signo Broad gel pen in white. And I just love the way the ink flows out of it. It just has a smooth finish. And so look how artsy that looks once you put the stitching around that. I think stitching just happens to be my style. If you've watched my other videos, you've probably seen me do the stitching, and I just think that it's one of those things that I love doing. And so once you start finding your style and finding that thing that works for you, just stick with it. And this border really looks good on there. I'm so happy with the way these are turning out so far, because sometimes you just don't know what it's going to look like until the end. And it's okay to not have everything, every detail figured out. You just have to just go with the flow. And so look what happens when I go with the flow. It looks good. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my butterflies on here. And if you've seen another video that I did, I created these butterflies using the Dollar Tree stamps. Let's see, I have my stamp over here. Let me show you. Using this stamp, I created these butterflies. So I will definitely put the link, if you haven't seen that video, put the link to that video below so you can see it. And I'm going to add these onto my tags. And so look how adorable those look. So I have my glue gun here. And if you want to use like a crafter's glue, you could do that. I'm just going to use my glue gun because it's going to dry a lot faster. And I'm just going to go for it, start placing things on my tag now. Think of this as your little canvas, and you're just decorating it the way you want. Just put it off at an angle there, just like that. Super cute. And I'm going to take some of my stickers that I have. I've got a couple of stickers here. These are like little dots from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put these on here. Let's see. I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And just stick these right on. They're already sticky, but just to give them more reinforcement, I'm just going to put 3 right there. And since I have blue already, I'm going to just match it up with a little bit of blue on here. And so everything just comes together on its own. And I did go overboard with that glue a little bit, but it's okay because it will dry clear. So I'm just placing stuff on here. These are some other little gems that I got from Dollar Tree as well. I'm just gonna maybe do one there, one here, and one over here. Cute little flowers to go with the butterfly and add some sparkle. And I do have a sparkle pen that I have on here. I'm gonna just add, this is a jelly roll pen, and this is a Stardust jelly roll pen, and it can add some sparkle right in here on the butterfly. So all these little details you can do with this. So look how cute that looks so far. And if you had seen me use these in another video, I can't remember what I used it. Oh, I actually used them in several videos. These are from Dollar Tree also, these little sparkly words. And I'm just going to put thanks right here. Looks so cute. And these are already stickers, but I just put more adhesive on there. Let's see what I want on here. What about I love you on this one? I think that would be pretty. I love you, and I'm going to put some of this on here and just stick it on here. It doesn't have to be like perfect. Look how cute and adorable that looks. I'm going to fill in some other stuff around here. I think this would be nice to have, like maybe put some little dots on here. You just start doodling and doing whatever you want on here. Let's see, right here maybe. You can do whatever you want with these. A circle with a dot inside. And then I could either go in with my gel pen, maybe put a little dot in there. So much you can do. And then if you want to do more, you can. Just have fun doing this, that's all. Let's see. I think that's enough on that one. And so look how super cute that looks. Very easy to make. You don't have to think about it. You can make a ton of these and just try different things with them. I'm just putting a little bit of a border around here just to make it fun. And then if I want, I can just go in and put a few little dots on this. And so that writing serves as a background, the pages, and then you just go ahead and fill it in with whatever else you want. Ooh, I'm loving this. And these were so fun. Okay, so look at that. I'll put the link for those butterflies also on there. And look at that. Here's some other gift tags I did. You just see if I'm in the frame here. Make sure you can see this. Look how adorable those are. And you can do them in whatever size. If you have something that you want to trace around, then feel free to trace around something that has something round on it. And then you could just put it on the paper and just go right around it and trace it onto something else. You can use the cereal boxes. You don't have to, but I just thought this was a great way to use up all of those ribbon spools that we have. And it's a fun way to make something beautiful using the stuff that you already have. So I hope you like this idea. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel where I share so many of things that I'm inspired by, the things I love making. And I will see you real soon. Bye.